Hi guys, I'm Teacher Suzie. Thank you for joining me this mini-mester. This course is called The Face 101. In the course that you've enrolled in, we'll be discovering the anatomy of the brow, a high-level overview of a 1 + 1 = 2 eyeshadow look, creating a perfectly sculpted base, and an elective that you all chose, how to apply a lash. Let's make those flapping corners history. So get your supplies, your notepads, a pen, a pencil, and let's get learning. So today, class, we're gonna cover the anatomy of the brow. Let's talk about what supplies you'll need, and we'll go ahead and get learning. So you'll wanna have a razor, which is optional. You'll also wanna have a brow pomade or a brow pencil, whichever you prefer. You'll want an angled brush and some concealer. Sound easy enough? All right, guys, let's get learning. All right, so I just want y'all to know I'm not doing that voice this whole tutorial because I literally cannot. Like, I'm tired. All right, so we're about to get it started. So like I mentioned, you can either use a brow pomade or a brow pencil. For the purpose of the lesson, to teach you so you can learn, I'm going to do one pomade and one with the pencil so you know. Now, the reason I said get a razor because y'all know we've been staying inside, okay? They don't want to let us outside is closed. And our brows may look a mess, just like my nails. I got 2 left, homie. Got 2 left. Who making house calls? I'm just playing. Don't bring that in my house. Okay, so a razor. So you may need to clean up your brows. I have cleaned mine up already, so I don't need to do this. But what you would do is just look at any, I got some. Look at any hairs that may be a little out of place. And just, snatch some suckers off. If you are uncomfortable with this step, you can absolutely skip it. What I would tell you, though, is make sure you have a really thick concealer that can hide the little sparse hairs that you have. I'm hot as all get down, so I'm going to take this blazer off because y'all already got the point, all right? I'm Teacher Suzie. Let's get started. All right, so for the first brow, we're going to use a pencil. You can use any pencil you choose. I'm just using Fenty. So you want to take a spoolie and brush your hairs up. You want them all going in one direction. And that direction is obviously up. Okay. All right. So ladies, gentlemen, I know sometimes you may want to like be in art class and like create a brow, but daddy's not what we doing, okay? So if you have sparse brows, like I do, what you want to do is follow the shape of your natural brow. If you have thicker brows that are, you are blessed from God and you have a bunch of hair on your face and you just need them to look clean and crisp, that razor, you just might want to clean them up a little bit, go under it with some concealer to give that highlighted effect, like, oh girl, got a fresh wax. Otherwise, follow these steps. So you take your pencil. You start from the bottom. Well, I start from the bottom. You do what you want to do. And you take that pencil and you are going to follow the natural shape of the brow. I'm taking short, small strokes. All right. Now, as you can see, I elongated here to make it a little more exaggerated, but I still only follow where my brow would have naturally grown. You're going to do the exact same thing on top. And then you want to fill it in. Same motion, short hair-like strokes. I think my pencil is running out. I like to think that in my normal tutorials, I'm pretty detailed on how to do your brows. But I also figure it may be important just to have a separate video for it. So if you need a quick reference guide, it is there. All right, that is the brow. So it does not look perfect, I'm sure. I could have made it look perfect, but you know, don't know if I really got time for that. So when I finish with this one, we're gonna clean it up with concealer. So let's go to the brow pomade. Some people prefer using brow pomade over using a pencil. I used to. I still kind of do. It just takes longer to use brow pomade because you gotta. Oh, so here's what you need to do. You take your angle brush and you're gonna dip it into your pomade. Bing, 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 bing. You don't need that much. You don't need that much. Just a little bit. Same types of steps, just different products. Okay. Okay, so you may have heard this once or twice in your YouTube viewing, YouTube searching, makeup tutorial watching life. Your brows are sisters, not twins. But these girls, they is enemies right now. They is fighting and they not getting along. But that's because I use two different products. So just for the sake of the video, I wanted to show y'all both options. I personally prefer a slimmer brow like this. It looks more natural. Depending on the type of makeup look I'm going for, this is also acceptable. I'm going to clean up both brows with concealer. All right, so you want to take some concealer. This is the Juvias Place concealer. You can use any concealer, honestly, that's 1 or 2 shades lighter. 1 shade lighter than your natural skin tone. Take it on the angle brush, or you can take it on a flat brush. Whatever your preference is, I prefer the angle brushes. And just like how you drew your brow on, you don't want too much on there because it can get messy real quick. You go right under and take your time. There you go. Drag it down. Now you want to do the same thing on top. And I know a lot of people do their foundation first, but the reason I don't do my foundation first is because I have a hard time, or I don't like taking the time to blend my concealer out on the top of my brow because I don't like that halo look. So if you do your foundation after your brows, then the foundation will go on top of the concealer and you won't have a halo look. Okay, see, she's perfect. So as you can see, I was able to, with the concealer, clean up underneath. I would actually love for you all to have some class participation. So comment down below. Let me know what are some of your struggles with brows and what products are your favorite when you're doing your brows. We learned how to effectively shape our brows by following the natural shape of our brows and not create a brow. We also learned how to properly clean up our brows with concealer and also pre-cleaning them with a razor to make sure you have all of your hairs out of the way. Thank you all for your attentiveness, your class participation. Please make sure you do your homework, practice your brows, get your supplies together, and I'll see you in class next time. Don't forget, next class we'll be discussing a high-level overview of a 1 + 1 = 2 makeup look.